Okay.
Hi.
Back again. Are we going to keep that in?
No.
Okay. Well, let's restart then.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah. We just restarted because the thingy was jangling and it threw me off a little bit. But here we are.
How are you?
I'm good, dude. How are you?
I missed doing this. We had a week off because we had our party.
Yeah.
And everything was quite stressful.
It could have been more than a week, honestly.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but
Welcome
here we
back
are.
to the programme, everyone.
I feel like last time we did one, we were like, we're going to cut all of the cut downs today and like post them one a day.
It's just so
like,
disappointing.
We should just stop promising shit,
yeah.
and just like do what feels natural, because
yeah.
I feel like we've been doing what feels natural for 3 years and it's going
now
all right.
Look at us, yeah.
I'd quite like to be facing you a little bit more.
Okay. Lewis is on the squeaky chair again, which gives me stress.
I'm going to try really hard to not
move.
Not move.
Is it bright for you to be facing that way?
It's totally fine.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We've got some news. We've had our engagement party, which was on my mind for quite a long time. The stress of organising a big party was real, but we managed it, didn't we? And it was amazing.
How do you feel about?
I feel like a weight's lifted off my shoulders.
You were really stressing, weren't you?
It's just because like I have never organised 100-person party with food, drink, DJ, venue. Like I just like was close to tears night before because it's just like a lot of stress. But we managed it.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I wasn't like nervous or stressed until really like day of, and then there was just like a bit to sort out, and then sort it out, and then it was fine.
Yeah.
So it was like
we didn't spend much time together at the party because we were just mingling, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think like lots of people who have had weddings and stuff kind of said like you don't really. Yeah. You're kind of just like mingling.
And then that's that.
Then, like
it's not really
we were
about
sort of
us
like
being
saying hi
together.
to people and then going to the next thing, weren't we?
Yeah. I loved it. It felt like our wedding. I feel like I've got the wedding thing out of my head. You're copying me with my yawn.
Yeah, you gave me that.
I gave you a yawn.
What I think, the way I feel about it, if you're interested,
I would love to know,
is like it was a nice opportunity to do like the big party for us, and then I think probably our wedding will be quite small. That's
what I think.
So yeah, it was great.
Whatever's meant to be will be. I can't be bothered to plan a wedding right now, so we're going to push it off for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And just have it whenever we're meant to, you know?
Well, we're both trying to like concentrate on other shit at the moment, aren't we? So
for sure,
probably a wedding would just get in the way of anything that we're building.
We're engaged, love you.
We are engaged.
I wrote down some things that I want to talk about before we go to the questions from everyone. If you don't mind me just
I haven't seen or heard anything about this list yet, so hit me with it.
Okay, things to discuss on the pod I wrote in my notes. Lewis looking peaceful after me saying I'm upset with him and him falling asleep straight away.
That did happen.
So that's topic number one I'd like to discuss. I'd like to talk about... we've got our matching shoes is really my vibe.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the fact that you, and I feel like I'm going to make a generalisation here, men...
Go on.
Can put things in boxes in their brain. That's my experience with men. And I feel like you especially we can have an argument and Lewis can just turn over and sleep soundly, and like we'll talk about it in the morning and he's like putting that in a box, Ruby box, zip it up, night, sleep.
It's like at the first opportunity I go, oh, glad that's over. Go to sleep.
He's like, and I'm like fuming, can't sleep because it needs to be resolved, and I'm like emotionally charged about it.
Sure.
So we had a thing the other day where, is everything okay?
Yeah, I wanted a drink.
Oh.
Thanks, honey. Sorry for yawning in the mic. Go on.
The other day we had a thing where oh God, what were we arguing about? Oh, I can't remember. Please don't drink it all.
It was probably about the washing up.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was.
Just another argument about the washing up, and I was just like, cool, I get like, are we really going to go to sleep like this? I'm going to turn over and just like, fuck you, you can do whatever. And I just like started to shut my eyes, and I just thought, no, I actually can't. I can't like go to sleep like this. So I turned over and I was like to you, like, are we really going to go to sleep like this? Like, we're in an argument and I'm so cross with you, like, we need to hash it out. And you were just kind of like, okay. And I was like, what? And I looked at you and you shut your eyes. You went, okay. Fell
Well, I was asleep.
I was already
straight
asleep.
away.
I was
so
like,
it's not like I fell asleep then. It's like
And then
I was asleep when you turned over because I
woke
went
you
to
up
sleep.
like
then,
this.
then I woke up.
Lewis,
yeah.
and you went, what? And I went, you've just fallen asleep and we're in an argument. And you were like, did I? What?
Oh, mate, I think my body like finds it so draining to argue that I turn into a 3-year-old boy, and it's like
You just want to be comfort.
I
You
was
just want
like,
to go to
all
sleep.
I want to do right now is like chew on my tongue and go to sleep. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God. That is out here now.
Yeah.
That's Lewis's comfort thing, chewing on his tongue. Anyway, that was one of the topics that I just think it just was quite remarkable to see. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, I just find like I fall asleep quite quickly anyway.
I think you've got something wrong with you.
It's called diabetes.
Oh, don't do that.
It just makes me
No.
tired. I just like get tired, obviously.
I was saying, like, you can literally go, he'll go, watch me fall asleep, and then he'll be like, and then I'll be like, is that real? And you're asleep. Is that
I know when I'm on the brink of like all I have to do is close my eyes and just
And
like
you're done.
stop thinking for a second, and I'm like, then I'm in nothing land, and then I just haven't done that for a long time though.
Do you
It's
have
very
any-
falling asleep in front of the TV
oh,
vibes.
God. Yeah, that's heaven.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to bring up about me now I've given one about you?
No. Nothing. But I'll talk about something, then you can just talk about another thing.
Okay.
We realised that we weren't walking Frida enough, and that's why she's been a nightmare.
Oh my God.
And then for the last 2 days, we've taken her for a fucking massive burn in the morning.
She's
Bearing
loved
in
it.
mind, she's a 2-year-old, energetic,
Boxer.
the most sporty, energetic
We
dog.
slipped off the radar, and she started being very wild, and we were like, what's going on? And then we were like, we haven't been taking her for a walk first thing.
Yeah.
It's all us.
And it's like we've been kind of using the like on lead walk to the studio sort of as her walk. If you just pull that over the edge, it stopped for a bit last time. Anyway, and
I think I'm going to shut the windows.
yeah, cool. I'll keep talking about Freeze. What happened was she got spayed and basically like wasn't allowed to do anything energetic for 2 weeks. And then as soon as she was allowed out again, she went mental.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just realised that we need to...
We thought we had like a reactive, terrible dog again, and then we were like, what are we going to do?
She's being gorgeous.
And now she's an angel.
Yesterday and today, she's been absolutely stunning. We took a little blanket down to the cafe
She
after
sat with
her
us
walk.
at the cafe.
Sat with us both days.
We're just nightmares.
Hasn't done anything wrong.
No.
She's sort of grumbling when people walk past the door still, and that's it.
That's about it.
To be honest,
She's
though,
my
I quite
angel
like
pig.
a little. I don't mind the whole guard dog vibe. I wish
I
she didn't
do.
bark at the neighbour. That's a bit awkward
the
for me.
neighbours
But
don't like us, I don't think, because she just looks at them through the window like
she looks like a muscle man.
she is a muscle woman.
Yeah, for real.
Oh God, I love
So that's
that.
my thing that I wanted to bring up. I would only do it if it was really necessary, and I felt like it was. But nothing's come of it. Just a bit of, just maybe a bit of like further
Closure.
understanding.
Further understanding. I love that.
Yeah, I don't think I needed closure on it. It's not even
Maybe
my
Con
thing.
did.
Yeah, don't know. Anyway, here's what it is.
I'm gonna roll through with the first question.
Hit it.
Interesting. What do you think both of your lives would look like right now if you had not met?
Yeah, really interesting.
Do you know I think about this all the time?
Yeah.
Not like about not meeting you, but like I just think timing's so weird that like we met and then our lives kind of just completely changed.
I just remembered actually that prompted me into thinking of something that I did say that we should talk about on the podcast.
Go on.
And it links into this a lot.
Okay.
And what it is that you've been very open about giving me, like bigging me up for your journey, right? So it's like
how I started She Paints and
the
stuff.
whole like She Paints started in my bedroom, like that kind of thing.
Whole
Like
story. It's my best story.
Well, it's a good story, and I get it, and like I'm not poo-pooing the story at all, and it's like it's sick, and I'm glad that that's like a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Just for anyone who doesn't know, the story is that I moved my bedroom into the lounge, basically.
Gave me a studio.
So that you had a studio to start working in. Which like I'm so glad that I did.
And like you made me do it. You like pushed me to go to Hobbycraft and start selling stuff and doing it. So that's amazing.
But what I wanted to bring up was like, that's very like, because there's a one specific thing that we can like pin that on, that's sort of become the narrative, for that like journey. And there's nothing on the other side really to like pin you to my growth.
Yeah.
But since we've been together,
though.
I've had a huge amount of growth, like personally, mentally, and like in a business sense as well. It's like professionally I'm like much on a much tighter track of like what I want to be doing, whereas when we met, I didn't know. I was kind of like doing sort of in the right industry, but like didn't have any confidence to like try and do my own thing or like anything like that.
You were like shooting your friends on your really nice camera, and trying to like figure out if you enjoyed what you enjoyed shooting, and like, and I thought that was really cool though, because it was like you were just making nice videos for no reason, and I was like, what's this gonna be like? What? I don't understand, like what? And then it kind of just well, it's always like transforming, isn't it? Or what's it called? Like, I'm glad you think I was part of the growth.
Oh, definitely, because I going back to the question, like I've changed hugely as a person, like in a really good way. Like I think almost it comes across like it sounds like it could be toxic, or like me just trying to fit in,
and
with
also
you.
like changing your whole identity.
Because of you. Yes, exactly.
It's not like that.
It's not like I've changed my identity.
You were already
like,
this person below, and you kind of just shedded all the stuff off, and then you were there.
Yeah,
is that right?
Think, yeah. I think that like these parts of me had almost just been like beaten down by myself to not be this like confident guy that I am now.
My mum says it as well, like when she first met you, you were a totally different person to who you are now.
Yeah.
She could see this person below, but it was like you were almost not practiced enough in being him, and like putting him first, because you didn't really know what you wanted to be like. But you were always this like kind, confident, talented person. It you didn't really know what avenue it should be, and we kind of pulled each other out of each other, I think. Yeah, exactly.
And like in almost exactly the same the other way around. It's like I feel like you haven't changed, you've just like grown. You know? And I think like maybe I was like part of the support network that like allowed that to happen, you know?
But it's like, you know, there's factors like, going back to the question, like Lewis lived in Worthing, I lived at my mum's, like we moved closer and closer together, and then the next thing you know, you now live in Hove, and you live in a different town. You like lived on your own before you lived with me. Like there was lots of stages of the growth, and then like when you had a flat that you actually liked that was your own, you like decided what your interests were and how you wanted it to look, and like as just speaking on behalf of you here,
go on.
COVID happened, and then you started working from home, and you realised different lifestyle fitted better than going into an office, and it's just like it's been so beautiful to watch you like shed all these layers off and just like make everything simplified of how you want your life to be, I think.
Thanks.
And we've done it together, which is so good. Like I always say,
do you feel like you're doing the same thing
100%.
as well? Yeah,
like
cool.
My other relationships and who I was before I knew you, I never ever want to like cancel her. Like she was great, speaking about me, but like I was I was just like being the person that my partner wanted me to be,
Sure.
and like going along with different storylines just to like make my life fine. And then when I met you, it was almost like you stripped it back to like what I want my life to look like, and now I am me.
So sick.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that doesn't make sense. I hope that makes sense. Like, you've just shown me what I want my life to look like, but also it can. Like, do you remember when in COVID we were like, God, we just want to hang out together every day and like not work for anyone else?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's now what we do.
We did it. Yeah. Yeah. How weird.
But obviously
yeah, we did
it's not that simple. It's been up and down, but
Yeah.
and like the way that you act now, I think that when I first met you, you were almost talking about acting like this. You were
What do you
like
mean?
almost like manifesting how you knew you could walk into a room, but you just didn't, because you didn't know how, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We're talking about you like you were mute and you weren't confident or anything. You weren't at all. It's just
and also like I'm still not like,
No.
I wouldn't class myself as a hugely confident
No.
guy or anything. I just
No.
like feel slightly, or I feel actually
more,
I feel
like, sure.
considerably more comfortable
That's it.
in myself.
Yeah.
And like my ability
Yeah.
and my ability to talk to people and my
Well, even
ability
just,
to like
like-
be a nice guy. It's like,
me hearing you on a meeting now
Yeah.
to 3 years ago when we first met and I was sitting in your living room while you were working from home is like, it's like a different person, but the same person in some ways, and then different in being sure of what you're saying and knowing how to hold yourself, is like, you've just found how to do it.
yeah.
But I don't really know the answer to the question, like, where would we be?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have my business. Literally, I don't. And that's not like, obviously it is a lot to do with you, but it's just like my self-belief wasn't where it should be to start this.
Yeah.
And I do
neither
think
was mine.
like, it's very easy for us to give advice and be like, do your thing. But like having a partner that literally looks at you every day and is like, it's amazing, keep doing it, really helps. Like, and that is a huge luxury that I've had with you. Like, if I was a single person doing this, you know, I'd only have my family for support, which is amazing, but not the person sat next to me every day believing in it, you know? That's also a huge credit. So I'd probably just be doing something else creative, but nothing like this, I think. I also worked in a pizza shop when I met you. Maybe I'd be running that.
Yeah, that's true.
Drawing menus.
Didn't they like want you to be a manager?
Yeah, maybe I would have managed that.
Yeah,
What do you think you'd be doing?
That. I don't know. And honestly, I don't know if it's like, I don't know how important it is to like
Say.
I think I answered how, like, I just answered it different. And
It's hard to know, isn't it?
yeah, it's so hard to know. I don't know. I kind of like the answer that we gave before, so I'm not going to say what I thought
Okay,
I
fair.
might be, because I have no idea, and I like
Yeah.
the facts.
Same. Yeah, you like facts.
I do
You'd never
really
just
like
like
facts.
you'd never just like say. Got anything else to say? We're going to our first fashion show together next week.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
We're going to a fashion show together.
Yeah.
Like a fashion presentation, and I'm really gassed that you're entering my fashion world with me.
I'm entering the fashion show.
You're going to be in the fashion show.
Nah, I'm not really, obviously. But yeah, no. I mean, I've got to choose something to wear. I think I've got to re-hem some trousers because they're a bit long at the moment.
The thing about Lewis is he won't like buy a new t-shirt. Like, I need to force him to buy new clothes. For our engagement party, I had to like force you to buy new shoes and shirt.
I think I'm going to wear my engagement party outfit to the fashion show.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be toxic and buy you something and then make you transfer me for it.
It's probably a good way to do it.
Because then it forces you to buy stuff. Because when you're wearing it, you're like, this is sick. Glad I got something new.
Yeah. I might wear that.
I know. I think it would fit. It's
Yeah, we
quite
should
big.
try it on.
Yeah.
It's big on you.
Anyway, guys. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And hope you enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, I'm loving the questions. Keep them coming. We didn't give you guys much warning this time. It was yesterday, so
Yeah.
we've got a few more in the bank to do next week. And peace and love. I hope Nathaniel wasn't too loud.
He's fine.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.